Here we can see now that we have contents which include an eye, a body, and a tentacle. We can continue to add effectors to the individual pieces, or group all of these together and continue to add more groups. Additionally, we can add more effectors. Here in the effectors at the bottom part of this list, we see that not only do we have merge paths, but others like offset, pucker and bloat, round corners, trim paths, twist, wiggle paths, and zigzag. If I add zigzag, it needs to go into a group, so it goes into the last group, tentacle. I could move this, instead of placing it into the tentacle group, I could place it into the body group, or move it from the body group up into the eyeball group. Depending on where I place these effectors will have different consequences on the image itself. I'll open this up and simply delete it by selecting it and using the backspace or the delete key on the Mac. If I want to apply one of these effectors to the entire shape layer, I want to make sure that these are all included inside a single group. So again, I can select all of these by shift-clicking on all of the ones I want to include, then using Ctrl-G to group them. When I do group them, After Effects is going to give me a warning. By grouping these, I create a new path for my expression, and by changing that path, I've broken the syntax for the expression we created. I'll click OK, and we should see, by clicking and dragging here, that the expression for the eyes has been broken. This is fairly easy to remedy. All we need to do is double-click on the E to reveal where this expression is. But we also need to open up the animation for the eyeball. So we'll hold the Shift key down and type U on the keyboard once to close the animated properties, then type again to reveal it. We'll also need to see the expressions, so typing EE once will close that animated property, then continuing to hold the Shift key down and typing EE will again reveal that animated property and the expression window. Here, all we need to do is use the pick whip and link back to the size again. Now you can see that After Effects has gone ahead and added the new language, including the content called Group 1, into our expression. We'll twirl these up and open up all the parameters once again. Now I can see that there is a group, and within that group, all of the different parts, the eye, the body, and the tentacle. If I add an effector to this, all of these different subgroups in the main group called Group 1 are now getting the zigzag property. This is true for any of the effectors I add to Group 1 rather than adding to the subgroups individually. Also, this entire set of subgroups is now controlled by the transformations of Group 1. I'll close this up and close up Group 1 as well.